Chapter 23, the straight lines exercise is 23.11. This is question number 1. There are 3 parts here. And the question is, prove that the following set of 3 lines are concurrent. So we have 3 lines passing through the same point. So you have to prove it, that 3 lines are passing through the same point. So when we have this line, we will compare it with ax plus by plus c, every line. If we have 15x minus 18y plus 1 equals 0, that is a is 15, b is minus 18 and c is 1. So we do it for all others. a1, b1, a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2 and a3, b3, c3. So when we do this, we write it here. This is a1. Let me write the formula first. a1, a2, a3, b1, b2, b3 and c1, c2, c3. So this equals 0. If it is equal 0, then these 3 are concurrent. So a1, a2, a3 I am writing 15, 12, 6. b1, b2, b3 I am writing minus 18 plus 10 and 66. 66. And c1, c2, c3 is 1 minus 3 and minus 11. And if this is equal to 0, they are concurrent. Now you know how to find out the determinant. So we always take the first row. This is the general tradition we follow. So when we take 15, so I'll just tell you how. If you take 15, then leave that row and column, take the other members. 10, 66, minus 3 and minus 11. Then 15, that is inside this 10 into 11 minus 110 and 66 into minus 3, minus plus becomes plus. So 198. This is same thing you have to do, minus 18 you have to do, minus 18 plus 18 will become minus plus 18, and then you leave that row and column. 12, 6 and minus 3 and 11 you are going to take. So 12 into minus 11 is minus 132, 6 into minus 3 is minus 18, minus becomes plus, and then you come to 1. When you come to 1, you take 12, 6 and 10, 66. So 12 into 66 is 792, 10 into 6 is minus 60, like this. So it will be 0. Second thing is exactly same like this. So we have a1, a2, a3, 3, 5, 1. b1, b2, b3 as minus 5, 3, 2. c1, c2, c3 as minus 11, minus 7 and then you have to take 0 because there is no c in the third equation. So a3 is 1, b3 is 2 and c3 is 0. So just put it here, determinant you know, it will be 0, that is concurrent. You just have to take it and find it out whether it is 0 or not. Third equation is x by a plus y by b equals 1. So bx plus ay by ab equals 1. So ab goes there. bx plus ay equals ab. ay minus ab equals 0. This is our first equation. The second equation is x by b plus y by b equals 1. So ax plus by equals ba, you take it on the left hand side. Ax plus by minus ab equals 0. Third equation is y equals x. So y equals x is there. You can just write x minus y equals 0. And plus 0 you can add so that you find out c. What is the c? So x minus y plus 0 equals 0. So a1 is b, a2 is a and a3 is 1. So b1, b2, b3 is a, b and minus 1. And c1, c2, c3 is minus ab, 0. Now when you compute it, it will be 0. This is the third question. Find what value of lambda are the 3 lines. These 3 lines are given. 1 lambda is there. So a constant term is not there. And they are concurrent. So you have 3. They are concurrent. So you have to put it as 0. It is given that. So a1, a2, a3, 2, 5, 1. b1, b2, b3, minus 5, minus 9, minus 2, c1, c2, c3, 3, lambda and 1. Take the determinant, put it to 0, you will get a value of lambda. Okay. So lambda is a constant, all others will be computed. Lambda can be computed. Now this is question number 3, and important thing is that this is a NCERT question. NCERT question. So we have equation given as y, this equation from where it has come. The equation is phi equals m1x plus c1 and y equals m2x plus c2 to and we have y equals m3x plus c3. Now first take y, all the y's on the right hand side. So the equation will be m1x minus y plus c1 like this. So all these equations will be formed, and if you see here that a1, a2, a3 is m1, m2, m3. b1, b2, b3 is minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. c1, c2, c3 is c1, c2, c3. Right? Now we have to put it as 0 and find out the required condition. So m1 will be here. It will be leaving the row column. So minus 1, c2, c3 will come. Then we have minus of, we are taking minus 1, so it will be plus. And then we have m2, m3, c2, c3. m2, m3 and c2, c3 we are going to write. Then we have c1 plus c1. And then row and column we don't take. m2, m3 minus 1, minus 1. m2, m3 minus 1, minus 1. Okay. So m1 you get minus c3, minus of minus is plus, so you get c2. Then we have 1. So you have m2c3 minus m3c2 minus m3c2. Then we have m3c2 it is. Then we have c1 minus m2 minus plus, so plus m3. So now this we can write it as m1 and take c2 and exchange the places. So c2 minus c3. Now here m2c3 is there. So you can just expand it. m2c3 minus m3c2, and here we have minus c1 m2, or you can use m3 first. So m3c1 minus m2c1. So m1 common is there. So this is already there. m1 c2 minus c3. Then you can take m2 common, m2 from m2 here. So you can take m2 common, you get c3 minus c1. From here you take m3 common. So m3 common you take, it will be c1 minus c2 inside. So m3 c1 minus c2. And since it is equal to 0, you just put it 0. This is the required condition. The condition has been asked. This is the required condition. Now next one is, if the lines p1x plus q and y equals 0 and their third line, they are concurrent, show that the points p1, q1, p2, q2, p3, q3 are collinear. So how to show that they are collinear? Whenever we have, say, we have point p1, q1, p2, q2, p3, q3, basically it is x1, y1. These are three coordinates. x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. If they are, these 3 points are collinear, that simply means p1, p2, p3, x1, x2, x3, and q1, q2, q3, that is y1, y2, y3, and 1, 1, 1. This is equal to 0. If you are able to prove this, this is done. In the question it is given that these 3 lines are concurrent. So concurrent, that means a1, a2, a3, b1, b2, b3, c1, c2, c3 in the determinant equals 0. So p1, p2, p3 and q1, q2, q3 here, b1, b2, b3 actually, and c1, c2, c3 minus 1, minus 1, minus 1 equals 0. Now you can take what? So it's quite similar to what we need to prove. Take minus common. So let me say that this is k. I don't want to write it again. This is k minus k equals 0. Multiply both sides by minus 1. You get k equals 0, and k is what? This is the same term. p1, p2, p3 and q1, q2, q3 with plus 1. 1, 1, 1 equals 0, and this is exactly equal to this one which we started. That is, this is the condition of the collinearity of these 3 points, and these are collinear. Next question is, show that these straight lines, there are 3 lines, L1, L2, L3 are concurrent. So they are concurrent. So if you are able to prove that the determinant of the coefficient of these 3 linear equations are 0, then these lines are concurrent. So a1, a2, a3, b1, b2, b3, c1, c2, c3 I wrote down like this. Now how to show that it is actually equal to 0? So let me just write it. Start from here, b plus c, then you have c plus a, then you have a plus b, then you have a, b, c, and you have 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So now what we are going to do, we will change the column 1. column 1 change, column 1 plus column 2. So we are adding these column and putting it in the column 1. So a plus b plus c, a plus b plus c here also, and a plus b plus c here also. You have a, b, c, 1, 1, 1. So now you can see that the first column is have a common value. So a plus b plus c you can take common. So a plus b plus c you take common, you get 1, 1, 1, a, b, c and 1, 1, 1. So now this is done. 2 columns, 2 rows are same. That means the determinant will be 0. The determinant will be 0. This we already seen in determinant. So if you know determinant, then only you will be able to solve these type of questions, right? Determinant is a mandatory thing for this exercise precisely, right? Because I added the column and then I showed that 2 rows columns are equal, so it is 0. That's how. Next is question number 6. This is 6. So if the three lines, these 3 lines are given, they are concurrent. Ax plus a square y plus 1, bx plus b square y plus 1, cx plus c square y plus 1 is equal to 0. These are concurrent. You have to show that at least 2 of the 3 constant a, b, c are equal. At least either a is equal to b, b equals c, or c equals a. So this is the question being asked. So for what? We'll do that later. We know that these 3 lines are concurrent. So we'll go with the step first. So we have to take the determinant. A, B, C you write here. A1, A2, A3. B1, B2, B3, A square, B square, C square you write it here. And C1, C2, C3, 1, 1, 1 you write it here. Okay. Now this equals 0. This equals 0 because it is concurrent. Now I'll do some changes here. Now row 1 we are changing as row 1 minus row 2. Row 2 we are changing row 2 minus row 3. I'll show it here. A square 1, B square 1 and C square 1. So we have we wrote the way we were writing. Now row 1 is this one, row 2 this, row 1, row 2, row 3. And then row 1 I'm changing row 1 minus row 2. So this row 3 also. So row 2 I'm changing row 2 minus row 3. So now a minus b is a minus b, a square minus b square. Then we have 1 minus 1 as 0. Here b minus c, b squared minus c squared. Then 1 minus 1 is 0. Then c square and 1. So what do you get here? Now this is a minus b, a square minus b square. A square minus b square can be written as a minus b, a plus b. Right? X square minus y square is x minus y, x plus y. B square minus c square can be written as b minus c into b plus c. Now just multiply. So a minus b, a square minus b square I am writing here only. A minus b, a plus b. Here only. Just to show you that I am taking something out. Now this b minus c, b plus c I am writing. Now from first row a minus b you can take common. A minus b. 1, a plus b and 0. Now coming to b minus c, b minus c you can take common. So b minus c you can take common. What do you get? 1, b plus c and 0. From here you can take c square and 1. You are not taking anything common from it. Now we'll open it using the third row because I can see 2 zeros. So this 0, 0 will be 0. So I'm not going to write it. I'll go with the last one 1. The last member of the last column 1. Because eventually the first 2 are 0, so they're going to put rest things to 0, only 1 will remain. So 1, we have 1, 1 and a plus b, b plus c. 1, 1, a plus b and a plus c. A plus b and b plus c. So this will be b plus c minus a minus b. So minus a plus b. So you can write it as b plus c minus a minus b. So b cancels, c minus a will come. So this whole is this. See, this will come as c minus a. So now you can write it as a minus b, b minus c and c minus a equals 0. That simply means either a equals b, either b equals c or c equals c. So at least 2 of the constants a, b, c are equal. At least 2 of these, right? 3 conditions. At least 2 of them will be constant, right? This is how we prove it. This is question number 7. This is question number 7, exercise 23.11. So here it is given, if ABC are in AP, we have to prove that the straight lines, say first let me tell you AP, what does it mean? ABC are in AP, that means B minus A equals C minus B, that is 2B equals A plus C. This we already know. Now these line are concurrent, that means A1, A2, A3, that is ABC, B1, B2, B3, 2, 3, 4, and C1, C2, C3, 1, 1, 1 equals, if either is it equal to 0, if it is equal to 0, then they are concurrent. So you can do it, you know how to find out the determinant, you can always do that, but I'll just show you that if you do some row operations, it will be easier. So I'm changing R1 to R1 minus R2, R2 I'm changing to R2 minus R3. This will be A minus B, this is 2 minus 3 minus 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. Now B minus C is B minus C, 3 minus 4 is minus 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. C, 4 and 1. Now we'll take the last column and the last number of this. We'll only open using this because 0, 0, it doesn't matter. So this will be 1. So row or column we are not taking of 1. We only remain will be A minus B, B minus C, minus 1, minus 1. Now this will be A minus B, so minus AB, that is minus A plus B, and this will be minus of minus B minus C, so plus B minus C it will be. So what this will be, this is 2B minus A plus C. 2B I told already it is A plus C. So A plus C, A plus C, A minus C, A minus C, and this is going to be 0. So this comes to 0, and when this determinant is 0, that is these lines are concurrent provided 2B equals A plus C. That is these ABC are in AP. This question number is show that the perpendicular bisectors of the sides of a triangle are concurrent. So this means we have a triangle and we have a line. A, B, C are the vertices of this triangle ABC, and this point we are taking it as x1, y1, this as x2, y2, B as x2, y2, and C as x3, y3, C as x3, y3. Now this perpendicular from here to here, and it is dividing also. This is called the perpendicular bisector. That is, if you have a line, you draw a line over it, this is perpendicular, these two sides are equal, so we call it as perpendicular bisector. Okay, so this line, if I can make one more or one further more, so they are passing through one point, and this point is common. So what are we interested in? We have to show this, these are concurrent. So concurrent means we have a special scheme for that. So now you see that what is the midpoint? You can take this as D, E, F. So I'll show you one of the situation, you will be able to understand others. So we have to find out, say, BC, and D point is what? It's midpoint. So it will be midpoint formula x2 plus x3 by 2, and then we have y2 plus y3 by 2. Y2 plus y3 by 2. So you have these 2 points. These are the midpoint. Now what we can do, I'll show you why we don't do this thing. I'll first do, then show you why we will not get the answer. So any line which is passing through x1, y1 and line which is passing through these two midpoints, you can find a line, right? This is the way. You will be tempted to do this. Okay. And how do we find the equation of line like this? It will be y minus, you can take either A or D as x1, y1. Now this is x2, y3, the slope of this line, I'll tell you what we are doing. The slope of BC is y3 minus y2 and x3 minus x2. Now what is the slope of this one, this line? This is perpendicular. So say slope of AD is AD multiplied by slope of BC equals minus 1. So AD slope will be minus, this goes up, so it will be x3 minus x2 by y3 minus y2. x3 minus x2 by y3 minus y2. So this is the slope of AD. Okay. Now, there are two things. This is x1, y1. So you can use this slope now and you can make an equation passing through x1, y1. This is the wrong thing I'm doing. I'll show you what I'm doing wrong. Then I'll show you why it's wrong. So if I take x1, y1 as x1, y1, so y minus y1, m is minus x3 minus x2, we just found out. y3 minus y2, and x minus x1. Now the problem is, if we solve it, we'll get an equation. And we have to solve it 3 times because there are 3 lines like this. But there is another way. Because actual equation we are not going to get, which we find in the final solution. So what we will do here is, we will do what? We will not take this x1, y1 as x1, y1. We will take x1, y1 as x2 plus x3 by 2 and y2 plus y3 by 2. Okay. So this D point we will take as x1, y1 here. Right. So this y1 we are going to take y minus y2 plus y3 by 2 instead of y1, which we would have taken normally. But here we are going to do y2 plus y3 by 2. M remains same, minus x3 minus x2, y3 minus y2. This is x. And in x we are going to write x2 plus x3 by 2 minus. Now we are going to solve it. And when we solve, if you see, this I already told you. Now we'll solve it. I will not be solving it because it will take a lot of time. I'll just show you how we solve it and what is the result. So just you see that when we rearrange, you are going to get an equation, a big equation that will not be there if we would have taken y1 and x1. So this equation is there. One equation I told you. Second and third equation exactly like this you have to find out. This is the second equation. So only one line I told you. Second and third line you have to make. This is second line, this is third line. Now these 3 lines you see. This is first, second, third. What is the condition of concurrency? What is the condition of concurrency? Either you take determinant, put a1, a2, b2, a1, a2, a3, b1, b2, b3, c1, c2, c3 equals 0. There is another method. If you have lambda L1, lambda L2 plus lambda L3, this lambda can be anything, constant. L1, L2, L3 are the equation of the lines. So if lambda is this 1, L1 plus L2 plus L3 is 0. If it is 0, then the perpendicular bisector are concurrent. If you see here, I'll give an example. You will understand from here only that actually these are cutting. I'm taking the last term. Here you have minus y3 whole square and you have y3 whole square in the second equation also. Right? This is y1. This is minus, this is plus. So y1 will cancel. y3 minus y3 square. In the second equation we have plus y3 square. This will also cancel. y2. First it is positives. In the third it is negative. Take one more term. Say 2y by 3. You have 2y by 3. One point there is plus. 1 point this is negative. 2y by 2. See, we are going to add them. So eventually these 3 equations you have to write and add them. So this is 2y by 2. So 2y by 2 is positive here. And you take 2y by 2. So 2y by 2, one time it is negative, one time it is positive. So each and every time is going to cancel out and it will be 0. When you add these 3 equations, you are going to get a 0. So I hope you understand. First you have to find out the midpoint. Then you have to take this midpoint as the x1, y1. Find the slope using the midpoint and the x1, y1. So then we find out the slope of AD and then we make the equation, then we add the equation and finally you add them and it will be 0. So this is how this is going to be solved. It's a method. It will not be asked generally in the examination because it takes a lot of time. This is all about this exercise. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.